Welcome back to the Lincolnshire Kitchen, and I'm here at the food court at the Lincolnshire County Show. Over 50 food and drink companies from across the county have come together to showcase their produce. Here's what's coming up. I'll be meeting some award-winning local food companies, and I'll be selecting ingredients to take back to the kitchen and prepare into a special Lincolnshire dish. For today's Lincolnshire Kitchen recipe, I wanted to choose a dish that was easy to prepare but was slightly ambitious as well, and I feel that this dish has sort of encapsulated the whole of that. Here's the dish I'll be making in today's Lincolnshire Kitchen. It's a loin of Lincolnshire venison, and it's topped with a Coat Hill Blue rarebit, which I'm going to put under the grill and melt, and I'm going to serve it with this delicious slowberry sauce. It's a match made in heaven, if not in the kitchen. Well, the first ingredient I need for my dish is a beautiful piece of blue cheese, and I know exactly where I'm going for that. Hi Joe, nice to see you.
Hello, nice to see you.
I want a piece of Coat Hill Blue cheese. Now,
Certainly.
that is the best cheese for me. Tell me, where do you make it?
We make it on our farm in Osgerby, just near Market Raisin.
And you've won lots of awards for your cheese, which, I know you've won a lot, so it's difficult to tell me all, but which is your most favourite award?
We won a 2-star gold at the Great Taste Awards last year, which is really good.
That's, 2 stars is quite a big deal. So I can take a piece.
You can, yes. A piece like that, is that okay? Or do you need something
No,
a bit more?
that's absolutely perfect.
Yeah?
Joe, that's really kind of you. I know when I start off with the best ingredients, it will be a really, really good dish.
Yeah.
Okay, see you soon.
Okay, thanks. All the best.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The next important ingredients I need is something deliciously alcoholic to cut through the richness of the cheese, and I know just the man, Maron Ryan's Ron. Ron!
Hello, Rachel.
Nice to see you. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Good. So Ron, where are you based?
We're at Waddingham, just up the road from here, near Curtin and Lindsay.
I know you're going to actually pick something for me today to go with the venison and the blue cheese. Quite a big ask. What are you going to choose for me, do you think?
Venison and blue cheese.
Yeah, quite a hard one.
It's a bit of it's a challenge, that, but I think I've got something here. Well, I reckon a slow.
Yeah.
Obviously
Which
with the venison.
Yeah.
And although we've got gin, rum, vodka, perhaps the brandy.
I think you're right, because brandy and blue cheese go so beautifully together. So that sounds really exciting. I like the idea of the fruit with the cheese as well. Ron, thank you very much indeed.
Yes, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, I've come to get my final ingredient, which is the venison, and I've come here to see Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
So tell me, where are you based?
I'm based at Neasel in near Nottinghamshire.
And are you a venison farm? Or?
It's all wild venison from the Thoresby estate and surrounding areas.
So who actually does the deed? Who?
My husband,
So he's the person who goes stalking,
he is, yeah?
and he brings back the bounty.
Yes, he does.
And then you do something with it. You obviously package it, do you?
I do all the butchery. I do all the butchery
do
as well.
you?
Yeah, and all the processing of the meat.
That sounds amazing. But I'm actually looking for a piece of venison, because what I want to do is a fairly quick cooked piece of venison. What would you suggest?
I'd suggest that you try a loin steaks.
Yeah, and they're nice and thick
They're
cut.
thick, they're similar to a fillet, so they're quite a thick piece.
And I'm going to cook them nice and rare as well.
Yes.
That is my last ingredient, and I think probably I deserve to give you a try of it, don't I? When I've cooked it, I'll come back with
Thank you
it.
very much.
Thanks, Rach. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much
very much.
indeed. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, the food is in the bag, and it's time to go back to the Lincolnshire kitchen and cook it. I'm going to make a sort of loin of venison with a Coat Hill Blue rarebit. And then the little twist on it is I went to Marron Wines and I bought some slow liqueur with brandy. And after I finish this, I'm going to have a really good shot of it, yeah? I love venison. It's something that I don't think we eat enough of. Game is incredibly good for you. It's probably not with the Coat Hill Blue cheese on top, but it is generally very good for you. It's low in cholesterol and it's incredibly tasty. And I think people are beginning to feel a lot more confident about cooking with it. So the most important thing is I've got the loin here because it's nice and quick to do, and it's like a little mini joint in itself. And I'm going to just take off the silvery bits underneath it. So I'm just going to slip the knife through at the back just to get rid of the silvery sinew. And I would use that for stock, so I wouldn't throw that away at all. And I'm going to seal it. And I'm going to use a little bit of butter and a little bit of rapeseed oil. It's half the cholesterol of olive oil, and I absolutely love it. So a little bit of butter going into the pan and a little bit of the oil, and we're going to seal the venison. We're going to season it before it goes in the pan. Got some salt here, just a little bit of that, and a little tiny bit of pepper as well. So wait till the pan gets hot. That's the most important thing. You don't want to get the meat into the pan and then it starts to sweat. I want the pan to be hot. So instantly when I put it in, there's that sizzle, yeah? And I'm just going to baste it and then we're going to roast it in the oven. So I'm going to seal it first and then we're going to roast it into the oven. So I've got a little bit of sage here actually. I'm just going to throw a few herbs in as well. Little bits of herbs out my garden. We'll just toss that in there like that. Another sprinkling of salt. We'll just leave that there for the moment. We'll start getting the sauce on. A little bit of butter, a little bit of oil in there. And we're going to just add the shallots and the garlic. We're going to slightly caramelise them. And then we're going to add some of this delicious liqueur and a little tiny bit of this blackberry vinegar as well. So it's going to be kind of slightly fruity sort of sauce. Just a little bit of a reduction. So we'll just roast this for a little bit as we're doing that. Put that in the oven now, hot oven. And we're going to mix up breadcrumbs, a little bit of egg yolk in there, like that. It's got a bit of colour on those. And then we're going to add some of this lovely marron liqueur if I can get into it. Ooh, quite a lot. Now the Coat Hill, look at that. Look at that beautiful cheese. The great thing about the Coat Hill is that I was there at the beginning at the concept when Michael Davenport first said that he was going to make blue cheese. I'm just going to take that venison out now because we want it rare. We're just going to baste it. And we're going to now top it with that Coat Hill. Look at that. And that is enough till I get the cheese on top. So we'll take the venison now, we're going to top it with, just put the herbs to the side. I'm just going to top it with this nice paste. And I'm just going to quickly grill that. So, and you could do this with steak, you could also do it with pork as well. So with that, we're just going to grill it now. Put it in the top there. Now you can see there that the sauce is going slightly sticky, and that's what we want. Slightly stickiness in the sauce. It'll glazing the shallots and the garlic. I think this is nearly done. Just a little tiny bit longer. And then we need to let it rest. You cannot cut straight into meat the moment you cook it. You can't. Because what happens is the actual juice in the meat hasn't got a chance to go back into the muscle as it contracts and gets slightly colder. So whatever meat you cook, whether it's turkey, chicken, whatever it is, you always let it rest. It's really, really important. Now, that looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Are we liking that? Take it out of the pan. So you can feel that it's nice and rare. If you put your finger and thumb together and you feel this fleshy part of your hand, generally with a steak or any other meat, you feel this fleshy bit here, and that is what a rare steak feels like. That's quite a good test. So when you feel that, that's sort of rare to medium rare. Okay, so just trim a bit of that chain off. And again, I would normally let this rest for a little bit longer, but I'm not going to because we need to serve up. And you can now see that they really have coated well. So in quite a long sort of slice. There we go. You've got that piece, and then you've got that lovely, lovely crust on top, which again, it's very simple to do. So we've got little bits of garlic and little bits of the shallot and the garlic to go through it. And again, Lincolnshire shallots, which got up the road here. And I like this dish an awful lot. I think it's a really nice, simple dish. And using the local Lincolnshire produce. So that is my Coates Hill Blue Rarebit with Lincolnshire venison. I think you'll enjoy that. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Hi Rachel, gotta say that looks delicious.
Thanks, Mark, that's really good of you. You can see details of today's recipes and find out more about some of the local ingredients you've seen today on our webpage.
And if you'd like to discover your own local Lincolnshire produce, keep watching for some of the up and coming farmers markets, food festivals coming up in your area.
From us, that's it for today. See you soon for more Lincolnshire Kitchen.